Ark Survival Evolved, the game filled with dinosaurs that inhabit the world. Hi, I'm Nova, also known as Who's Nova or Damon. I have played Ark for years, doing just about everything you can do in the game, but there's one thing that I have not done yet, and that is tame every single dinosaur in the game. So that's what I'm going to do, but with a spin on it. I'm going to spin a wheel with every single dinosaur's name on it, and whatever it lands on, I have to tame them. Just a few rules. I can only tame what the wheel says, nothing else. Once I tame that dinosaur, I'm allowed to tame it whenever I want. There's only one dinosaur that did not make it on the list, and that is the Titanosaurus, only because of its rarity and difficulty to tame, but it will be added on later. So please join me on this journey and like and subscribe. Consider hitting that bell to be notified whenever I upload. With that being said, let's move on to spinning the wheel and see what we will be taming today. And today, the dinosaur that will be getting tamed is the Stegosaurus. That's not bad. It's not bad, actually. Alright, let's get into the game. So I started off, as you do, by getting fiber, sticks, and rocks. Then I started punching a tree. Went to my engrams and unlocked some engrams. You know you gotta get those. Then I started punching a tree again, because I needed more. So I crafted a pickaxe, then an axe, then a spear, and then a shirt, because why not? I decided to continue my journey up the beach to find some hide. Then I came across this Dilophosaur and remembered all the bad times I had, so I stabbed him in the face a few times. After he went down, I chopped him up for some hide, then continued back up the beach until I got attacked by another one and decided to run because I don't have the stamina for that. Bye, Dilophosaur. After a little bit of traveling, I found some metal nodes and decided I was going to set up a little base here. I chopped down the tree and made a foundation. After placing the foundation, I decided to chop at some of the metal, knowing I need 5 to make a forge. Shortly realizing I'm not even high enough level to get it, so I'd have to level up a little bit. I made a bow and went out hunting, and found this poor Lystro, so you know what I had to do. The world is cruel. But hide is important, so I chopped him up for the hide. Never waste a kill. I then got attacked by a Dilophosaur, because there are enemies. Shot him, got a one-shot headshot, chopped him up for more hide, and then I cleared my eyes and started walking back home. I got the forge all made up and placed it down. I then made a fire to set up camp for the night. Threw some sticks on there, threw some meat on there, and lit it up. I got some metal and wood to put into the forge to get started towards the smithy. I decided to start chopping up some more metal because I knew that wouldn't be enough. Put the metal in the smithy, then I let it cook while I wait for morning. I got a smithy made and put it next to my forge. Got a pickaxe made up. Then I made an axe. While I was at it, I made a crossbow. Then I made some narcotics. Finally, I made a pike to defend myself. I left my camp and headed up the beach and saw a purple drop, so I decided to go open it. I could maybe use this later, but right now it's not that useful. Soon I came across a tech parasaur and decided to shoot it because metal is so amazing. That shot was missed, but we're not going to worry about that because it doesn't matter. Good 380 headshot. Another miss, we don't look at that. Hit him again. Then again. Finally he went down. I had a little bit of a decision to make. Should I walk all the way around this and waste time, or should I cut straight through the water? In the end, I decided to jump through the water. Was it the best idea? I guess we'll find out. I spot a manta across the water, so I start swimming over to the left a little bit in hopes to avoid it. See that there's a lot of them, so I continue swimming farther left so I don't have to deal with that. I finally make it to dry land and I run away as if nothing happened. After traveling for what seemed forever, I finally found some crystal, which is going to be very useful because we have advanced spyglasses on here, which will make taming so much easier, along with S+. Those are the only two mods we have on here, but they're going to be very, very nice. I kept heading down the beach until I found this whale dolphin thing and got some spoiled meat out of it, which is very nice for narcotics. I then headed up to the plains, which is, I think, where we're going to make our base, but I'm still in the hunt for a stegosaurus. I then made up a sleeping bag just in case I died, which I don't plan on dying, but it's nice to have. While I was at it, I decided to make the awesome spyglass so we could try to find a stego easier. I placed that sleeping bag down, and then continued my journey. While collecting some berries, something incredible happened. I found a dinosaur that I didn't actually plan on putting in the list, but here it is, a unicorn. A level 140 unicorn. We'll have to remember that for when we get it on the wheel, if we get it on the wheel soon. I came across a level 85 Giga, which is not really what we're looking for right now, and it's kind of a problem, so I decided to head the other way in hopes to find a stego. But at this point, I'm kind of running out of hope, but I continue searching. After doing all that running around, I decided to go back to the volcano because I know they spawn over there, and to be honest, I'm pretty sure they don't spawn in the plains, but I made a parachute, and it's going to be a very nice long ride all the way back to the volcano. So enjoy this montage even though you just watched one. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best landing spot, but it got us pretty close, so now I gotta avoid all of these guys, which is a little bit of a problem, but honestly, I got skills, man. I can outrun all of them. I had just a little bit of a run-in with a saber-tooth and a carno, but it wasn't even that big of a deal because I jumped in the water, and you all know how dinosaurs are with water. They hate it. I got my hopes up for a second because I seen these guys, which look very much like stegos, but I found out they weren't. But thankfully the carno and the saber-tooth left, so now I'm going to continue my adventure up the hill in hopes of finding one. While I continue to make my way up this hill, just a reminder to hit that like button, subscribe button, hit that bell. Even leave a comment if you want. This is just the beginning of this, so it's going to be a little long and just running around, but soon I'll have a base. But there it is, the stego. What we've been looking for this entire video. I quickly put the trank darts into my crossbow. I'm not sure who to go for, the higher one or the lower one. The higher one would be stronger and more stats, but the lower one would be possible to tame right now, and I don't have that many trank darts, so overall I decided to go with the lower level, which is a level 25. 55 would be nice, but, you know, I'm going to watch this fight real quick, see how it plays out. With the Microraptor down, it is time to take out the stego. I line up for the headshot, and the fight is on. Having the second stego is a little bit of a problem because it's just constantly in the way, but I managed to take it out. I finally get the stego on the run. For some reason the other one decides to run too, but you know, I'm not complaining. It's coming at me again, but again, it just kind of wanders off. I finally knock it out. And I gotta escape this guy, but I turn around to see that he's running off for some reason. Then I think he's going to come at me, but he turns again. So, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I put the Mijo berries into its inventory because that's the best thing I got for taming right now. While I wait, I decide to make a saddle for the stego so we can ride it when it gets up. But it turns out I'm missing some hides, so I'm going to have to go hunting again. I find his old friend starts shooting him in the head because making a saddle out of his friend just sounds a whole lot better than killing some other animal, and besides, he chased me down earlier, so he deserves to die. You know, I can't really say I'm happy about this, but it had to be done. So I chopped him up and got the hide, but, you know, he was full of hide. 260, that'll last me quite a while, so I made that saddle up for him and went over to watch while he gets tamed after pumping some levels up. While I was making up some arrows, he tamed. So now we have a stego. We have to think of a name, but what is the gender? It's a male. So I come up with the first name that comes in my head, and that is Kevin. Now Kevin's going to defend me from this Microraptor that decided to show up out of nowhere, but Kevin is a little slow and has a big turn radius, but he gets the job done, hopefully. He heads over there, the Microraptor doesn't even care anymore, but Kevin doesn't even care. Kevin goes for him. Kevin swings, he misses, but then he hits it again, and Kevin has killed the Microraptor. So Kevin's a pretty good guy. I throw the saddle on him, and I decide to give it a test. It's pretty comfy. Now, I haven't used a stego since before the TLC update, so I haven't used them, and I don't know how they work. So I swing to get berries, and turns out I get 804 wood, which is not what I was expecting. So I end up throwing that out, because that's a lot of weight. Then I learned that I can switch the scales. And then I swing, and I get all the berries I was looking for. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.